All right, so let's go ahead and do an example. Example 1. Solve the system using elimination. You must check your answer. So again, if we add this, so don't write it down because it's not going to help. If we just add these willy-nilly, this is going to be 2x plus a negative 1x, because that's really a 1 there. That's going to give us positive 1x. And then we have 5y plus 3y is a positive 8y equals 8 plus 7 is 15. Look, we just got a third equation that has two variables. That does not help us. That's not what we want. So we're not going to just add willy-nilly. We need something to eliminate. So this is what we need to do. We need to multiply one or both of the equations by something so that when we add, they do eliminate. So here's what I want you to think. What can I multiply by and to which equation so that I can use elimination? So I think it'd be super nice if this was like a negative 2x, right? 2x plus a negative 2x, that would eliminate. Or if these were both the same, but it's going to be hard to change this to negative 5y. It's going to be hard to change this to negative 3y. That's not going to be the greatest. Now, there is a way we can eliminate y, except we'd have to multiply both equations by something. But we're going to take the easy route. Let's go ahead and multiply that second equation by 2. So this is where I really, again, still like to number the equations so that we can keep track of which one we're doing things to, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and number them, 1 and 2. So now I'm going to take equation number 2, and I'm going to multiply both sides and everything by 2. Both sides and everything. So I'm going to put parentheses because I have to multiply by 2. And then this side, I'm going to multiply by 2 as well. Okay, so times 2. When you do that, make sure you're distributing. And I'm multiplying by a positive 2 because this is already negative. So 2 times my negative x will be negative 2x. And then 2 times a positive 3y will be positive 6y. Equals, on the other side, 7 times 2. Sometimes we forget to do the other side, and sometimes you forget to do this. You don't distribute. So some people just multiply the one that we want to change, but they all have to change because it's not the same equation otherwise. So this is exactly equation 2. It's just equation 2 doubled up. That's all that is. All right, so that is equation number 2. So since we've got that equation number 2, we need to add it to equation number 1. So don't add an equation to itself. That's going to result in some things happening. Well, it would just be infinite solutions, right? Because if you're asking when does an equation equal itself, that's all the time, okay? So that's not going to help us. All right, I'm going to go ahead and write equation 1 underneath, and then we can add. So again, I always like to add. I don't ever like to do subtraction because that causes errors. We forget to subtract negatives and things like that. So I always want you to add. All right, so let's do that. So negative 2x plus 2x. And again, look how nicely stacked this is, okay? You want to make sure that your equations are in the same form when you do elimination so that they are nicely stacked by like terms. If the 5y was over here on the right side, you couldn't add it to the 6y if they're on opposite sides. Left side to left side, right side to right side. All right, so combining like terms, negative 2x plus 2x, that's going to zero out. Eliminate, that's exactly what we wanted. Okay, and then we have 6y plus 5y is a positive 11y equals, on the right side, 14 plus 8 is 22. All right, now we have a simple one-step equation to solve. So we need to get rid of the 11. So we're going to divide each side by 11. And we get y is equal to 2. All right, that's what y is equal to. Now the rest of it is just like substitution. It's no different than what you've been doing for the last couple sections, okay? So we're going to pick either of the equations. Do not pick this one. We doubled it. It's going to be bigger numbers even, so don't do that. And again, you could have messed up from here to here. Pick one of the original equations. I'm going to go ahead and pick, let's pick equation 1. It doesn't matter. This one has a 1x, but it's a negative 1x, so you would have to divide by negative 1, which is fine. But I'm going to go ahead and choose equation number 1 this time to check. Not check, I mean to solve for the second variable. So it says 2 times x, and we don't know x, plus 5 times y. But instead of y, we're going to put 2 because we know what y is equal to. All right, now we just have to solve this for x. So we need to get the 2x by itself. So we need to get rid of this, but I need to know what this is first. So it's going to be 2x plus 5 times 2 is 10 equals 8. Now look at that. Easy two-step equation to solve. Isolate the term with the variable. So get the 2x by itself by subtracting that 10 from both sides. And then that zeroes that 10 out on the left side, leaving us with 2x equals 8 minus 10 is negative 2. If you're unsure, use a calculator. And my last step is to divide each side by 2. So I get x is equal to negative 1. All right, my last step always is to check. I've got y, I've got x. I just used equation number 1 to solve for x, so I know that 2 and negative 1, 2 for y and negative 1 for x works in equation number 1, so we need to check it in equation number 2. So let's go ahead and write equation number 2. And we're going to write check, and then we write equation number 2. So for equation number 2, I'm going to write negative my x, which is negative 1. So you got to be careful here. It's opposite of x. So opposite of negative 1, that's going to be a positive 1. Okay, plus 3 times my y, and my y is a positive 2. Is that really equal to 7? So again, look, I'm just copying this equation here, except this originally was x and this originally was y. But we know what x is and we know what y is. So we're going to check to see if that's true. All right, again, this is opposite of negative 1, or minus a negative 1 is a positive 1, plus, remember I have to do this multiplication first before I can add them, order of operations. 3 times 2 is 6. And guys, you can just plug this whole thing into your calculator, really. Sorry, this whole thing into your calculator. No, it'll do it right. And of course, 1 plus 6 is 7. And we're good. And then, as always, our final answer needs to be written as a coordinate point. So negative 1, 2, because we write our x first. And that's it. And that's using elimination where we had to multiply first. All right, that's it for example 1.